Today we are on MayerDowa's account, and they love Amelia. It's a ReZero reference, very nice. So this account is interesting because of the fact that it's an account that got hacked. It got hacked quite a while ago, though. I think I've had maybe 10 submissions that mentioned their account got hacked, and all of them except for this one that I looked at were under AR-45. And if you're not AR-45 it, you haven't even gotten to the point of being able to meaningfully progress your account because, you know, artifacts is such a meaningful part of account progression. Now, you can kind of see the state of this account. Honestly, when you look at it at a glance, it doesn't look like it was hacked. And this weapon situation also, actually, okay, the weapon situation here shows more than anything. Basically what they said happened, and this is what has happened, I think, to most people who have their accounts hacked, is there's just apparently people that hack Genshin accounts and then log on and then they go and delete all artifacts and weapons, because you can do that. You can't obviously delete characters or whatever. There's definitely not that many weapons here for a AR-60 account, I would say. So I believe them. And I don't know how bad, you know, having all your weapons and artifacts deleted is going to be a measure of when, you know, when did it happen? We have no heroes wits. Also, we have basically no more and no primo gems. Okie dokie. So what about fragiles? No. Okay. Well, this is not going to be a fixing video where I farm for things, which is fine because MayerDowa just wanted all they were really asking me for was they wanted like. What's their path forward from here, right? What's their character situation look like, by the way? And wow, that is a lot of characters. Well, actually, it's not that many characters. Oh, they got Shallonen, that's good. And they also got Emily. They have Shenhe. This character doesn't exist. Yeah, we're gonna take our normal perusal through here, but I want to talk about like hacked accounts for a second. I will keep this simple and say you should use a password manager. It's just good digital security practice, not just for Genshin, but for just your digital life in general. Use a password manager and randomize your passwords to have different passwords for all your accounts, and then you have one master password to access your password managing app. And I would recommend a dedicated, separate app, not like Google's password manager or Apple's password manager, but, you know, regardless, though, doing randomized passwords rather than, you know, like don't have every single one of your online accounts passwords be sorry, I love Amelia 1234, right? That's really bad. One, because, you know, having your passwords be words makes them susceptible to dictionary attacks, which is where, you know, computers can just randomly select different combinations of words to try to get access to people's accounts. But the bigger issue is more if you have an account that gets compromised, most likely say through like a data breach, right? If you follow data breaches of companies, you can find every other minute, you know, their servers are data breached, and yeah, that means if they didn't store user passwords properly, then those user passwords get leaked out, which means hackers could then use passwords that were leaked for an entirely separate account. If you used a password that's the same for Genshin as some otherwhere, you get the point, hopefully. I'll keep it at that, right? Use a password manager, use randomized passwords, avoid this problem. And the second thing is just don't share your password with people you don't trust. In fact, like, I know this is like weird to say because, you know, I'm playing and making this video logged on to someone else's account. Like, you technically shouldn't share your password with me, right? You don't know me. I think, realistically, I think I have a track record of you can look at my videos and know that I'm probably not going to do anything terrible to your account. In fact, I'm trying to do the opposite. I'm trying to fix things. But on a principle level, right, it is better for you to try to, like, say, fix things yourself rather than be like, hey, can you, here's my password. I've actually had people email me in plain text their password. And I was just like, what? No, don't email me your freaking account information, you bungles. Anywho, point being, try to like have smart practices, and like if someone is giving you primo gems because they're like you're in co-op and they're like, hey, you want a Welkin or whatever, that's possible. It's very possible, right? There's all kinds of people that spend a lot of money in Genshin. It's very possible someone might be giving out a Welkin for free, but they don't need to log on your account to do so. There's services like Shop they can use, and they just need your UID. They don't need your information to log on to your account to be able to give you primo gems, right? So don't give anyone your password. It's silly. Keep everything secure. You should be the one that is logging into your account. End of story. Anyways, let's take a perusal through this account and see what we can do for MayerDowa. I do kind of wish I was able to find a hacked account that was a little bit less progressed than this or less fixed on their own. Because it's almost, I don't know, just at a base glance here, I feel like there's not that much of an issue. I guess we should go check. They are floor 10, chamber 3. Okay, well, they have rewards. Oh, they just haven't done anything this cycle. Oh, they got 36 stars. So, like, you know, and it looks like they've pretty much gotten 36 stars for a while. They said they took like a 2-year break. I'm pretty sure they hallucinated that because 2023 was last year. It looks like they took a little bit over a 1-year break. But they've been able to 36 star even since coming back. I don't know, was this the Pyrolector cycle? Maybe it might not have been. The Abyss cycles in version 4.7, 4.8 were quite difficult, I would say. Recent ones have been a little bit easier, so that's not too surprising. The fact that they've gotten Emily and Shalonen since returning, I think should help them out a little bit. Why is your Yai not level 90? How dare you? Recommendation number 1, MayerDowa. Level 90 your Yai. That is a decent build, and it's certainly not crazy, but hey, it'll be consistent. Electro Goblet, attack timepiece, and you have a very healthy amount of EM substats. Yeah, honestly, the amount of EM substats this build has, I think kind of makes up for the little bit of lower crit damage significantly, but you definitely want to be level 90 because of the base damage scaling on the aggravate reaction, so, you know, doing Dendro and Electro. That is a flat damage buff that is quite a bit higher with level 90 versus level 80. If you're using Yai in like a Chevreuse team or, I don't know, or a non-Dendro context, then it's not near as important to have her level 90 though. Do you have Chevreuse? You don't have Chevreuse. Unfortunate, because I think Chevreuse is one of the main compelling ways to make Raiden actually enjoyable to play. so few weapon options here. And yeah, the weapon is definitely the actual evidence of the hacking happening on this account. Dragon's Bane Hu Tao. 260 EM with a very, very healthy crit ratio. Wow, this is a really good Dragon's Bane Hu Tao, I think. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Oh, okay, interesting. Attack time piece isn't useless on her. Do you have any H? Okay. Hu Tao scales on attack, right? But her skill converts her HP to bonus attack. So she scales more on HP, and normally when you're doing Dragon's Bane and EM weapon, you would use an HP timepiece with her. And you're on an HP goblet. That explains why your HP was still pretty healthy. Okay, interesting. Obviously, Pyro Goblet is ideal, and you do have a pretty decent Pyro Goblet, but it'd be an off piece, so we'd have to use an onset. I do feel like switching this on Hu Tao, and then switching to this. Like, we lose a bit of crit. We have a Pyro Goblet versus a HP Goblet now. But yeah, I would try out this Pyro Goblet build instead of the other build and see how it goes for you. Yelan has Elegy, nice, 4-piece emblem. And that is this is just a really healthy Yelan, I think. This account might be the least in need of a fixing of any account I've done before. And that's kind of funny when this account has been hacked. Like, I've only looked at a few characters, to be clear, but it feels like it's just fine. So I made a mistake in picking out this one, maybe. Oops. But I don't know. I blame the people that, you know, got hacked that didn't have an account over AR35. More people should get hacked. So no, that's a joke. Hopefully it's obvious. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like these builds are good. You're using Sack Sword. Okay. Do you have a Fab? You do have a Fab, but it's on Kazuha. I would have definitely kept some of these Fabs unrefined. The thing with Sack Sword on Xingqiu is unless you have R4, the cooldown for the reset being able to happen is over 20 seconds, greater than his skill cooldown, right? Your overall stat balance with the C6 Xingqiu is pretty dang good. I'm pretty certain that Fab would be meaningfully better, though, in your case. But it's also not the end of the world. I don't know. I'm just going to do that. We'll just use Sack Sword on him, because, I don't know. Sack Sword's also fun on Kazuha. More fun on Kazuha, in my opinion, than it is on Xingqiu. You are, of course, you don't have any spare Fab Swords, because you refined them. But, you know, it's fine. This thing can make her heal more. It's not really necessary to level it up anymore, unless you needed more healing, and her stat needs are basically nothing other than, you know, bursting when you need. This account doesn't have Furina, which is... I don't normally like these account fixing videos to be like, the solution is pulling a character. But I will say MayerDowa. Furina is, you know, realistically the character that will make the most notable difference. Furina's a silly character, quite frankly. My point with this is that because of the fact that MayerDowa doesn't have Furina, there's not technically a particular reason you'd need to burst consistently on Shallonen, right? You only need to activate her burst when you need to, you know, stay alive. Yeah, you're using Blizzard Destroyer. So I guess one thing to mention, did you wish on Weapon Banner for Chiori weapon? Yep, they definitely did. Well, luckily Chiori's weapon is a pretty dang good generic static weapon. So you can do something like Ayaka, Kazuha, Shallonen, and then you don't even necessarily have to use a Hydra unit. You can just, I don't know, do Shenhe. Yeah, you can probably do Shenhe, Ayaka, Shallonen, Kazuha, and just buff Ayaka's cryo damage as much as possible, and that'll work. In order to use Ayaka in more scenarios now, since Mihoyo seems to really love making Abyss cycles that just don't really work for freeze very often. The one and only Raiden Shogun, she's on the catch. She's on, I assume that's Emblem. Yeah, it is indeed Emblem. 2100 attack with a pretty healthy crit ratio. I should check talent levels too. Almost forgot about that. Looks like you crown Kazuha Burst. Kazuha is a unit you could definitely just not put resources into talents for. Good that you did crown her skill, though. That is worthwhile. Okay, you've crowned a lot of things. I see, MayerDowa is a crowner. That's fine. That explains where all the Mora went. Nahida is a unit that will probably never get a crown on my account. Okay, good that you don't go for constellations. I assume this account is free to play? Question mark. I don't think I saw any battle pass weapons, right? This is a good Nahida build. You have a Nilu on the account. If you don't have Key of Kaja's suit, quite frankly, Nilu performs a bit worse. It's possible Key of Kaja's suit might have been a weapon that got thrown away. Oh, that would feel bad. They didn't tell me what specifically got thrown away or anything. I didn't get in-depth details. Nilu would want to use an EM weapon, such as the Umbrella. Harbinger of Dawn doesn't really do anything for her because she's not really critting. Oh my god, okay, I guess this Nilu is critting a little bit. Normally you just build a ton of HP on her to get as much bloom buff as possible. I don't know, this is kind of interesting. You know what, honestly, I'm not even going to say you should switch it off because I can get what you're going with here. You get a little bit of crits here with the crit substats you have. You still have a decent amount of HP. Could you min-max it and get to maybe 60k HP? Potentially, but you're not going to get much more HP than you already have. And I don't know, why not have fun getting some crits? I think you might struggle to keep over 90% HP though with this passive when you have bloom damage happening to Nilu, but I don't know. Child is on 4P Shimenawas. Is that... I think that is not... Yeah, you have Child on 4P Shimenawas with his burst crowned. I'm pretty sure that's not ideal. Hunter's Path is also interesting. Didn't you have Tignari? Yeah. What did you wish on Chronicle Banner? No, they weren't playing back when based on the Abyss history, they weren't playing during the Chronicle Banner. Part of me wants to know what the in-depth timeline of everything on this account, like when they stopped playing, when things were hacked. It's hard to suss out exactly what happened and what MayerDowa has decided to do over time, before and after the hackening, right? Just interesting that you haven't, and I think it's kind of sad that you have Tignari and Yai, and you're not doing Tignari Yai. So that would be another suggestion I'd have you could move towards. You can play around and see how Yai and Tignari feel together, because the little bit of field time that Yai requires to do her 3 E's, and then Tignari's quick swap nature of doing his E and then do his charge attacks is a quite potent single target combo, especially if you have his signature weapon that helps build him a lot. I can take a peek see and see if you have artifacts for Tignari. Okay, you have that. We have 2 potential Dendro Goblets. Okay, so the question is, can we reconfigure Yai a little bit to a different artifact set in order to free, in particular, this artifact for Tignari? Nice. Well, there is 2 options we found. So we can actually get your Yai on 4P's Golden Troop Flower right here, which is lower roll value, of course, than this piece, but not very significantly. So we just switch to that, right? Okay, well, I maybe got you a better Electro Goblet too. Every bone in my body really wants to level up this goblet right now. And then we have the option of switching off of this weapon and going to a crit damage weapon, and using the existing crit rate circlet in Golden Troop here. Or we could use this crit damage circlet that I just leveled up. Let's give Tignari this quick and see what he looks like with those artifacts. 200 EM. Yeah, that's a healthy Tignari, right? And to be clear, this piece is not even leveled up yet. Could get some more crit damage right from the goblet. Same thing. All we've done is rearrange some things. How do you have so many circlets that have like 13% crit rate? I have no circlet on my main account that has this much crit rate. I'm really struggling to find a single artifact that's worth the risk to throw away here. But I can't not, you know, level up this goblet that we got for Yai, right? Like, it'd be silly not to. It could be also official goblet. You know what? This, because of the fact that you have this bonkers piece, let's get rid of this into the Electro Goblet. It's not like you need HP goblets with crit that often anyways, right? Whoops, don't do that. So, surely this will be worth it. Bam. But it is an upgrade. And a not insignificant upgrade either. So, you know, a win's a win. It's just not the win I had envisioned. For temporarily, because of the fact that we don't really have the XP to level this right now, I'm going to equip this piece, and then we're going to switch her to the Widzith. Bam. And just like that, Yai has a very nice looking ratio. I'm pretty sure this is an upgrade for the build, right? Getting 4-piece golden troop going and whatnot. It's a little bit worse for her burst damage, but that's fine. You do have a stringless. There you go. Fixed. Bam. Only R3, but hey, it's better than none. I do think Fischl, if you want to have more flexibility for being able to clear different Abyss situations, is a very, very, very valuable character, especially with C6. This character is extremely useful for a combination of damage, energy generation, and most notably, oftentimes, she can absolutely wreck any kind of shield, I think, really. Like not any kind of shield. Obviously, Electro Shield she doesn't do anything against. This is the best character in the game for destroying enemy shields, is what I would simplify it down to. Benny Boy, he's got a C6, very nice. You crowned him, very nice. He's got Noblesse. What weapon? Scour Blade, very nice. And he's got a whole bunch of ER, then you'll never have to worry about getting his burst back. What a boot shungling. I wonder if we'll ever get more pyro options in the game. Fav Lance is a good weapon option for her. For an emblem Fab build, this seems perfectly fine. And now we get into characters that aren't really built. Looks like your Shenhe is built. I'm guessing Shenhe may have been... Again, I don't know when the hack happened, right? So Shenhe may have been one of the units that is suffering now because you only have the one Fab Lance to share around since the hacking. Since you're using an ER timepiece, I think you could actually switch to this, right? If you get an extra Fab Lance in the future, I would not refine it though. But if someone leads all your Fab weapons, is definitely the biggest thing they could probably do to hurt your account, realistically. Alright, how does Emily look? We saw her using this, which is a perfectly fine option for her. Overall, this Emily build is very good. The, of course, only downside is that if you really want to take advantage of this set, you have to have someone else on 4-piece Deepwood on the team, which can be annoying to figure out. You do have Dia, so it may be worth considering leveling up Dia, not for damage like you have going here, but, you know, have a 4-piece Deepwood build available, or have a 4-piece Tenacity build available. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the only real suggestion for this account to meaningfully be improved is to just diversify the character cast. And the most obvious gain would be Furina, right? Furina would let them do Ayaka, Shalona, and Kazuha with Furina together kind of thing, right? Furina is just a character that lets you use so many different characters in different ways and in different combinations of viable teams. It's very hard for it not to be worthwhile to get her, generally speaking, but it does depend on what your healer situation is like. You know, getting Furina would probably make Mayer want to have a little bit more of an optimized Shalonen build that has more ER kind of thing, just to make sure she can burst consistently with Furina. There's nothing currently on this account that screams like, need to do right now, and those things are only like, you know, do if you want. Most nothing account fixing video I've ever made, and that wasn't by intention or anything. MayerDowa clearly knows what they're doing, which next time I will hopefully be on an account that actually needs me to do something meaningful. I just kind of assumed that they would be in a worse state than this because they were asking me to fix their account. And again, I would have chosen a different account if it weren't for the fact that every other account that said they had been hacked in my account submission form was under AR45 that I looked at. Good job, you already fixed your own dang account. Bye! No. I guess feel free to let me know in the comments if you think I missed anything obvious, right? I wanted to do a fixing video on a hacked account, mostly just because I felt like it was an important lesson to encourage people to be good with their account security. So I think I've said important things, but yeah, it just feels weird that I haven't done anything. I feel like there's nothing to do. So anyways, let's see if we can clear through the abyss. I'm just probably going to skip through floor 11 because I don't think that'll be a problem. Oh, I kind of hate Riding National, but I'm gonna try to play Riding National. And then we're going to do buff Ayaka to the moon. 74,000. Wow, look at those charge attacks. Wow, look at that burst. Yeah, honestly, it's sad to me that just Shalom and Kazo is the solution to Ayaka feeling better to play, but it kind of is. What? What? Oh, we're on. Oh, that's funny. That's why the Abyss reset. It's because we're on the new Abyss. This doesn't come out until like tomorrow for me on the NA server, but this account is on the Asia server, which I have noticed, by the way. The latency is a little bit annoying. You know, funnily enough, the Aeon Blight Chamber, which is probably going to be the most annoying thing to figure out, because, like, yeah, Riding National, you can probably have the damage to deal with it, but you got to get it out of the air, right? And I think Riding E can maybe be used to knock it out of there. I don't know, I'll try it, but we might have to, I don't know, swap Xingqiu for Fischl or something, right? Just so we can shoot it out of the air. Let's see, Chamber 12, or Floor 12, whatever, words are hard. We got the blue consecrated beast. Oh man, the latency is kind of hurting me here. It's fine. Do that. Do that. Oh, let's do this as well. I should have done that after I have a burst, whatever. Do this. Don't run away, please. Do another Shenhe skill. This is not obvious. I have not really played Ayaka, nor have I ever really played this team before. So, get to bear with me. Oh, come on. Die, please. Oh, there we go. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, these dudes, they have permanent height. Or permanent, I was gonna say permanent Pyro Aura, but they do not. It's actually, I think, good for us. This. That. This. That. This. Okay. I should have done another Shenhe before I did that. Whatever. Wow. Well, I have played this very badly, but we still succeeded because it's a strong team. Crazy. Little beastie. That. This. You battle. Of course. Can you come back here, please, sir? Thank you. Alright. You went really. He went. Did you see what happened? He went from one side of the circle to the other side of the circle. Okay, well. How will we just have the perfect awkward amount of Ayaka ER, by the way? Oh my lordy. Oh my god, he's dead. Well, that was bad, but we did it. I cannot get this dude to fall down. I think I am just going to give up. But I think we'll just try to come back to it with a bow character. It's the intended way you're supposed to do this, I think, but it's annoying. Oh, okay, these things have permanent pyro on them. Okay, that might cause some slight issues in this team. Oh, there's still another enemy. Oh, good lord. Okay. Oh, I'm not even that far away from completing it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna be stubborn. It would be smarter for me to try to just switch teams and deal with the first side, you know, because Ayaka is struggling it. But I'm close enough that I'm gonna optimize this. Dang it! Oh, come on. These might be the most awful enemies in the game to optimize with Ayaka. Like, partially because they just constantly teleport away from you. And like Kazuha can help slightly, but it's just really awful to try to get Ayaka to consistently hit these guys. And it's fine if they're grouped together and I'm hitting both of them at the same time with Ayaka's burst and I can kill them in like 2 Ayaka bursts. But they oftentimes just F off to opposite sides. We are gonna show why Fischl is so great. Okay, because Mayer has these two circlets and blizzards rare, this one's, I think, not useful compared to the value of this, and we want Fischl to be usable. So I think this is a worthy sacrifice, especially because we're all getting the... Ooh, okay, I got excited for a second, and then remember that's HP. Well, it's a amazing furina circlet, that's for sure. It's at least we got a usable Fischl, that's for sure. Okay. Boop. Alright, do this. I didn't get Bennett buff on that, but that's fine, I think. Lose the vapes from Xingqiu here, but it'll still be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Do that. Stop it. Okay. I'm not gonna use Showing Verse. Use Riding though. And there we go. Chamber 2, no problem. Just needed a fish. And now back to the absolute misery of optimizing these buttholes. I didn't hit them. AoE on Ayaka's skill is deceptively small, I swear. Alright. I needed to start with that. I could have saved that, but whatever. Yep. This. This. Rip them a little bit. Yeah. Some swirlies. Not swirlies. Melts. That. Don't teleport, hopefully. Alright. Stagger them a little bit. Not bad. Freaking bottle. There we go. Okay, good clear. Clear. Wasting Bennett uptime here, but gonna be interrupted with that. No, we don't have Bennett up. That is fine. It's fine. It's fine. This. And he dead. 30 seconds to spare. Yep, oh, it was very easy as soon as I switched to having Fischl. Who knew? Hey, it proves my point earlier that Fischl is good and useful for a lot of things. This wasn't even a shield breaking situation. This was just need range and, you know, don't need Xingqiu because permanent Hydro Aura. I spent a little bit of a silly amount of time optimizing the Ayaka team in the first half, Chamber 3. Against those enemies, but yeah, I don't know. It was a good proof of concept of the things I suggested. It was fun playing on this account, And I don't know, it's clear to me, right, that Mayer is already on track and has already basically fixed their hacked account themselves. I might have to have a vetting process more in the future. I prefer normally like going into accounts blind because I think it's more fun like that. But that means there's a situation like this wherein I didn't actually get to see what the account looked like and realize that it was basically fixed already. There wasn't actually much of a video here when I thought there was a video, but I wanted to do a video on a hacked account nonetheless. What is happening? Can I climb? Thank you. Anyways, so if you want to have a chance at me fixing your account, there will be a Google form linked in the description and comments below. It is not a queue, so you know it's just a database where you can submit your account for a chance for me to reach out to you. But yeah, use a password manager. You know, be smart with your digital security and you can avoid your account getting hacked. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. I had already finished recording this account fixing video, but I noticed on the map on MayerDowa's account, you know, they got 100% in a bunch of areas, very nice, but you know, I figured I had to include that in the video. When I zoomed out all the way, it doesn't show the stickers, which I guess means I just didn't see the imposter. Oh well.